All right, Mike and I are back here with our episode on Bruno Mars for the top five. We're going to rank our top five Bruno Mars songs or collaborations that he's done. But before that, I wanted to ask Mike about some of the Bruno Mars songs that either have come out of late or were just early collaborations, and I'm wondering what Mike thinks about those songs. So we have we'll do this segment of rock with it and stop with it.
All right.
The first two songs I have, by the way, are very recent. So I'm interested in what Mike thinks about these two recent songs. All right, "Die with a Smile" with Lady Gaga.
I'm gonna stop it. I don't particularly care for Lady Gaga. Um, I think the song is fine. I just don't go back to it very much.
I like the I like the hook on this song. Like when Bruno goes for it, I really like it. I
Right.
it's a little too I there's not enough emotion for the message of the song. I don't really feel the emotion until Bruno, throws everything into it. But for a lot of the song, it's just kind of like unexciting, unemotional. I don't know. There's something missing in it for me. Though, if
I feel
you
that.
looking at all the streams, people love that song. All right, here's another one. This is not in your wheelhouse, I'm going to guess. APT, baby.
Yeah, not messing with it. I, I listened to that song once and I was like, "Oop, nope, not for me."
This song, I have an 11-year-old stepdaughter. This song was played so many times in my car, in my house, and any time she was like, "Hey, we're driving to school or whatever, can I listen to some music?" And it was just this song was generally the first, which is actually really good because she loves K-pop, and this is actually I don't think it's her introduction to Bruno Mars, but this will be the thing that she remembers from him. Like if she likes another Bruno song, she'll be like, "Oh yeah, that guy from APT."
See,
Whereas you and I are like, "What is Bruno doing on this song of all songs?"
that was kind of my sentiment when I first heard the song. I was like, "Dude, this does not feel like it's in a lane for Bruno Mars. It's definitely not in a lane for Mike Joseph." So be that as
But
it
it
may.
also it also goes back to when we did our episode on doo-wops and hooligans where I said he understands kind of how to reach people in a very smart way.
Oh
I
yeah.
I don't know that he's a
Oh yeah.
giant K-pop fan, but he knew enough about it to find a way to this new audience who may not have been Bruno Mars fans for all we know before he did this song. I thought it
Right.
was really smart.
No, for sure. I mean, if you're trying to extend your brand, you know what I'm saying? Like you want to plug into these audiences that uh may not necessarily be in your wheelhouse. And I don't know that K-pop fans. I would assume that most young K-pop fans think of Bruno Mars now as like their parents' music.
Mhm.
So for him to do that, like you're opening yourself up to a new generation.
All right, these songs are a little bit older, but they're not necessarily on his album, so I'm just interested in wanting to throw them in. "Young, Wild, and Free."
It's all right. I mean, I'm not a Wiz Khalifa person. I think Bruno's part is probably the best, my favorite part of it. It's all right.
Bruno and Snoop together, hanging out, chilling, smoking
I
weed.
mean, I can only imagine how much weed was ingested during that recording session.
All right. The Finesse remix with Cardi B, which takes us back to like the late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah, I love the video. It was like the In Living Color
Mhm.
tribute
Mhm.
video. I like the video. The song is okay. Cardi didn't need to be on the song. The song was fine without her.
But again, he's leaning into like, "Oh, like there's this Cardi fan base who may not, be rocking with me too much, so let me tap
Right,
into that."
right.
Um, song became a huge hit, thanks in part to being on the Twilight soundtrack. It Will Rain.
I forgot about that song. And you know what? That song would have been on like the edge of my top 5.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, that's a great song, and you know, it kind of speaks to Bruno being good at so many things. Like
Hmm.
he's a great like live entertainer. Excuse me, he's a great songwriter. But "It Will Rain" is just like if you want to hear this dude like sing down,
Yeah,
like he tears that song up.
I wonder, like in my mind, it is so much tied to that, or though I don't even remember which Twilight movie it was, but it's so much tied there that almost kind of like changes, like if it was on an album or not attached to that movie, I wonder if what I would think, or if I would think a little bit differently. But it's like there's a certain time frame for Twilight, and in a way, because it's attached to the Twilight movie, it kind of dates itself specifically in my brain to that time frame. Whereas some of his other songs, like I don't think about them that way. So I don't know, that I'm sure it was great for him to be attached to that soundtrack,
Sure,
but
sure.
I wonder if if with its, because I mean, you said that you kind of forgot about it, but I don't know. That is just kind of an interesting thing where when I hear that song, I think of like that genre, that movie, those
Right.
movies. So okay,
Yeah, I mean, I can't say why I forgot about it, but it's definitely not because of Twilight, because I have never seen a Twilight movie in my life, or their book. I've never read the
the
books
book
or any.
and the
Like,
movies, yeah. Hey man, some pretty talented young actors and actresses came out of that series. So it was, Robert Pattinson, pretty big star right now.
right.
The kid who played Jacob the werewolf, I thought he was gonna be a bigger star, but I haven't really seen him in too much. So,
I
and
have
then
no clue who you're talking about.
obviously Kristen Stewart. Jacob the werewolf kind of looked like uh Mario Lopez, like a young Mario Lopez in a way, but a little bit bigger than Mario Lopez.
Jacob the werewolf, played by Taylor Lautner.
Yeah,
Lautner,
yeah,
I I know that name.
yeah. Hey man, 50 for 50. This isn't 30 for 30. It's not in our wheelhouse.
Nah, man,
All right, last one I have is Billionaire with Travi.
that's a cool song. I mean, I don't go back to it. It was fine when it was out. You know, Travis McCoy is kind of like it's hard to place him. He was definitely like a thing of his era, and then became
Mhm.
like not a thing anymore.
Yeah.
Uh, it's a fine song.
It is also very doo-wops and hooligans sounding. Like it's right
Sure.
from that time frame, from the music they were making at that time frame.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Got those out of the way. Let's start our top 5. We'll go from 5 to 1.
All right.
I'll let you go first, but I will say the songs that I kept out of that were kind of on the cusp, I like Runaway Baby. Um Uptown Funk, which you mentioned he got sued for. Like like you can put that on a playlist at a party and it crosses over. Like people are like, "Oh, they're excited." There's something smart about that. And then even though this is a little I don't even know how to, a little I don't know, a little corny. When I Was Your Man, what was something that I really liked, but not enough. Like when I heard it again after not listening to it for a little while, I was like, yeah, I do like this song. I really like this song. So those are the ones I left off. But
Okay.
before we get there, I mentioned this on the last episode. Versace on the floor, man. Perm, you got to relax.
Perm is I. That's and I actually am going to reach back, grab my 24K Magic, uh, because I think. Oh man, there's not even liner notes. How did I just now figure this out? I want to say Versace on the floor was co-written with Babyface.
Oh, um, let me look, let me see if there's anything that I can quickly pull up online to see if there's, any credits here. Um,
Yeah, I'm looking at the Wikipedia now. Uh, not co-written by Babyface, but James Fauntleroy, who is like a huge songwriter, had written for like Justin Timberlake and Frank Ocean and tons of people. So I mean, there is a song on the album, I'm pretty sure, that was written by Babyface. Maybe it's not that one, but I don't
Too
remember.
Good to Say Goodbye.
Ah, okay, that's actually a really good song too,
Yeah.
which now tracks. Um, but yeah, Perm might be my vote for least favorite Bruno Mars song.
And this is where I got to, just the corniness of like, he's gonna have one or two of these where you're like, really, dude? Like, even at the time when Perm and Versace on the Floor came out, I kind of like gave both of those like the side eye of like, you're a little too grown to try and be that trendy and like that, you know, uh, I don't know, just the idea of whatever the title was, and then kind of the theme of the song, like just the perm. You got to relax. Like I'm just like, okay, dude, like
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
all right,
doing too much, as the
doing too
kids
much,
say.
exactly, doing too much. That's exactly what it is. All right, so let's talk about our top five, and I'll let you lead off with your number five.
Okay, so I actually ended up with six, and the one that ended up in the sixth spot was Gorilla
Hmm.
from Unorthodox Jukebox, which is like, you know, I think it's a better version of what he tried to do with Versace on the Floor,
Hmm.
even though, like, I'm not mad at Versace on the Floor. Um, there is a remix of Gorilla, which features a singer that we no longer talk about because he is a horrible human being, that I was digging on for a minute before, you know, you know, I can't say before the stuff that he did came to light because the stuff that he did was already pretty well known, but before it became fact and this person went to prison, and my conscience got to me. But the original version of Gorilla doesn't have any of those people on it, um, and it's just like it's a good slow jam. So that was my number six.
I had
Uh,
no idea there was a remix featuring the person that you are talking about. I've
yeah,
never heard this before.
it might still be on streaming services.
It's
It's
definitely on
got
YouTube.
Okay, yeah, it's got that guy, and Pharrell
Pharrell, yeah.
actually is on it as well.
By the way, did you see Pharrell and Chad are just not fans of
Beef.
each other anymore?
Yep. Beef
Chad's
is
like,
when I
"Bro, you owe me so much money in royalties, and you tried to steal the Neptune's name underneath my nose. What's going on?"
beef is when I see you, guaranteed to be in ICU.
Oh, man. The Legos
Mhm.
movie, man.
Oh God.
Did you see that?
Um, no,
It's
no,
so
dude.
good.
What?
So well done. Now, does there need to be a Pharrell Legos movie? Like,
Absolutely
that
not.
is really the question, but
Right.
if you're going to do that, they went all out. To see Lego Jay-Z with Jay-Z doing Lego Jay-Z and Lego Snoop Dogg with Snoop Dogg doing Lego Snoop Dogg, all of that music, we saw it in the theaters, which is why, because I wanted to hear the music in the theater, so that made it better. I don't
Right.
experience like on streaming or whatever. That was so like so well done for such a silly kind of way to do your biography or your autobiographical picture, your biopic or whatever. And yeah, I'm sure
How long is this movie that you saw in the theater?
it's like 90 minutes or more.
Do I want to see 90 minutes of Pharrell?
I think you would dig it because of the music. Would your kind of like BS detector go off with a lot of it? Yeah, because this is Pharrell telling his own story. There is a lot of like, oh yeah, I was a kid, I didn't know what I wanted to do, and I was just playing outside, and I got this idea. Like, so it's a very like simple way for him to tell his story, but it
And
is
and then
well done in the way that they do it.
and then a magic keyboard that plays the same damn beat over and over fell on him.
him,
Oh,
that him making his picnic table at school, just hitting his, to get the beat for the clips and all that. So yeah, totally, all that. Justin Timberlake, all that. It's
wow.
it's well done. It is silly, but it is very well done.
If I get another snow day, maybe we'll make the Pharrell Lego movie work.
All right, I didn't have a 6. I gave you my, like, 3 runners up. So what was your 5?
My five was 24K Magic. It's just like it's dumb, but it's fun and dumb. And
Another song
there's
you can
just
throw on a playlist that people will just be like, "I rock with this. I
yeah.
remember this. I know how it makes me feel."
So one of those things where it's like, even if you don't want to dance, you're gonna hear it and you're gonna get up anyway.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. All right, my number 5 is a Silk Sonic song, "Leave the Door Open." That came out, I was like, "Okay, I need to listen to this album, like, quick and in a hurry." I thought it was a great lead off for that album. I don't
Yeah.
I don't know if I love that album, but I really do like it. And,
I don't love it.
yeah, there's some stuff that is not my favorite, but I thought this song was a great lead off for that album.
I agree. I agree. My number four also comes from actually my numbers five, four, and three all come from the same album. Um, so my number four was Moonshine, which
Mhm.
I don't think was a single, um, but is one of the tracks on Unorthodox Jukebox. It's got like a very 80s kind of like almost pop rock vibe to it. Sounds kind of like, I don't know, maybe like a Phil Collins song or something like that. But it's just like, again, it's a vibe, as the kids say.
Mhm. Do they
That
still
was
say
the
that,
song
by the
that
way? Do the kids still say that?
maybe the older kids say it. Maybe it's graduated. Um, but you know, when Unorthodox Jukebox came out, the song at number three was already a hit. So I remember playing it through for the first time, and Moonshine was the song that stuck out the most for me.
Interesting.
Yeah,
All right, 2 of my top 4 are, actually, 3 of my top 4 are from the same album. And 2 of no, I'm sorry, 2 of my top 4, I was right. But the way that they sound and kind of the way that they are put together and the collaborations are very similar for my number 2 and my number 4 and my number 1. The Other Side with B.O.B. and Lo, I think is one of the, maybe the secret tracks of that first album. Like, I think it's like the
yeah,
last album on the entire
yeah,
the last song on the entire album, and I was
yeah.
like, "Oh, this is a really fun song." Like, I love the whole CeeLo piece of it, and he just has so much energy when he sings. Like, he raises he can take a song that is, "Yeah, it's fine," and then when he comes on it, he just takes it to another level. Like, that should be his job. We have a song. We need you to just take it to that next level. You come into the studio, you can knock this thing out in half an hour, and you're good. Like, that's what his job should be these days.
I mean, if someone ever uncancels CeeLo,
Yeah, that's a tough
maybe
one.
maybe
That's
maybe that can be his job in the future.
Yeah, it's probably not gonna happen. All
Maybe if
right,
they make
number
another
3.
Outcast, they make another Outcast album. They can have Goody Mob come and do some features, and CeeLo can kind of
They could
bring it back that way.
Outkast could probably get away with that.
Yeah. My number three is Locked Out of Heaven. Um, it is like I said earlier, it's completely a ripoff of the Police. Like it sounds just like Roxanne and Can't Stand Losing You and all those old Police songs. And the Police is one of my favorite bands, so I think just based off that, I love it. But also, I tried to sing Locked Out of Heaven at karaoke once, and I am like I'm a big fan of karaoke. I am on a scale of 1 to 10, maybe like a five as a singer. Uh, Locked Out of Heaven is impossible to sing because he's singing at the top of his range for the entire damn song. It's like Beat It.
Yeah,
Actually, Locked Out of Heaven is basically a Police song plus Beat It.
that was also my number 3, by the way.
All right. Great minds think alike.
Run with that. I don't think our top 2 are gonna be the same, though.
They're definitely not going to be the same.
I have a very I get in my feelings, with these next 2 songs, which probably are why they
Mm.
are my top 2, but, alright, what's number 2?
So the Silk Sonic album came out, and then a few months later, they reissued the Silk Sonic album with an extra song on it. And that extra song is a song called Love's Train, which was originally recorded by the band Confunction in, I
Mm,
think, 1982. Drew Hill remade it in the 90s. And then Bruno and Andy recorded it as Silk Sonic. And to me, out of those three, the Silk Sonic version is the best version. Like the interplay between Bruno and Andy, like again, just Bruno kind of like singing his butt off on that
mm.
song, and it's just like it's a cover, and it is not a whole lot different from the original version, but the voices involved, I think, kind of elevate it to another level.
Speaking of Anderson .Paak, was he or is he dating Mariah Carey?
That it's been alleged.
If so, what is the age difference between those 2 human beings?
Mm. How old is Anderson
Look,
Pack?
for however old Mariah is, she looks great.
Yes,
Mariah got she got some good genes for
yes.
herself.
So Anderson is older than we think he is.
Okay.
How old would you say Anderson Pack is?
I'm trying to think of when I first heard of Anderson .Paak. Over 10 years ago, right? When he first
That
came on the scene.
sounds about right.
So I would guess maybe mid-30s?
He is 39.
Okay, so yeah, a little bit older than I would have thought. But I guess
Right.
I hadn't, if I was to guess without trying to do the math of when I first heard about it, I would have probably said like early 30s. So yeah,
Right.
he's a little bit
I
older.
mean, and granted, that means there's a 17-year age difference
Yeah.
between him and Mariah, and go Mariah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah,
Mariah's got a type, man.
yeah.
How many kids Nick Cannon have?
more than the songs that are on all three Bruno Mars albums put together.
Nick Cannon's gonna be working until he's like 80.
Gotta, child support is a
Who are they gonna be able to pull out in the year 2038 on The Masked Singer who we've never seen on The Masked Singer? It's like,
it's going to be people who are popular now. It's going to be like people from Stranger Things.
yeah, you're probably right. Those who fell off from Stranger Things, who were not able to have another career. Not be Brown probably, but like, one of the or it's gonna be someone like who people had forgotten, like the dude who plays Bobby Brady is gonna come out and be like the Masked Singer.
I mean, the dude who played Bobby Brady is 2038 is 12 years from now. I mean, I don't want anybody to die, but he's going to be a very elderly human at that point. I mean, they'll have somebody like, I'm trying to think. You could see somebody like Josh Hart on like The Masked
Sure.
Singer. Yeah,
But he gives it away though, because my man's like 6'5".
that is fair. That is fair.
um, yeah, that is hilarious. Iman Shumpert, he's gonna
Totally.
he'll have the hair up,
Yeah,
and then
Iman Shumpert.
Tiana Taylor just shakes her fist while she watches the TV.
I mean, Tiana's winning so hard right now. I don't
Yeah,
think she has anything to shake her fist at.
yeah, she's amazing. She did have a comment about Kanye. Did you see it?
I read it. I
Yeah,
mean, good for her. you know and I mean, obviously you don't want to bite the hand that fed you.
yeah.
um she that was a very what's the word I'm looking for, um not political. uh she she went right down the middle on that comment, like it was a very,
They asked her about after she won at the Golden Globes. They asked her about her relationship with Kanye, and she said, "I don't have to agree with what he says to still appreciate him," or whatever it was that
right,
what she used. But
right.
okay, so number 2 for me, number 2 and number 1, they both are like literally from the same time frame. Just the Way You Are. I When that song came out, as we were anticipating the Bruno Mars album, I was like, "Okay, this is exactly what I was hoping that we would hear." It it was sort of when we talked about this, kind of how he makes music that makes you think of other songs that you like, and that song, when it dropped, I was almost like, "I've heard this before, or I've heard something like this, and I really liked it, and thus I like this." And, I just really liked "Just the Way You Are," from Jump Street, and whenever I think of Bruno Mars, that's the song that I think of, when it comes to it.
I mean, it's a great song. Did not make my top 5 though. I mean, there's a bunch of songs I think that would've that kind of fell right under, and I think a lot of his, like, big hit singles, "When I Was Your Man," um, "Just the Way You Are," "Grenade," like, all those songs just kind of fall right under the
Yeah,
top 5
yeah,
for me.
yeah.
But for me, my favorite, Bruno Mars song is actually "Uptown Funk."
There you go.
And again, it's kinda like, man, you throw that song on at a party, everybody I mean, I've certainly heard it played at enough weddings at this point,
Is
to
that
know that
Ronson?
yeah, yeah,
Again,
um,
collaborating with people who are really smart, who are really successful, who are really good. Like, Bruno just makes really good choices.
yeah, he makes really good business decisions, and, you know, like, you want that party song that's gonna be played for, like, generations to come, the same way, like, people are gonna be playing "Don't Stop Till You Get Enough" until, like,
Oh,
the
yeah.
end of time, or, I can't think of another or "This Is How We Do It" by Montel Jordan or
Mhm.
something like that. It's just it cuts across everything. It cuts across every race, every age, every demographic. It's just like the perfect like pick me up, get up and dance kind of song for
What
me.
about Return of the Mac? Would you put Return of the Mac in that same space?
Return to the Mac is a very divisive song. Like there are lots of people, myself included, who love Return of the Mac,
Mhm.
and there are an equal amount of people who very strongly dislike Return of the Mac. And I get it.
Did that
But for
dude ever
me,
have another song?
he was big in the UK. I mean, that's
Okay.
where he's from.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, I when that song came out, I bought his album. Um, that really like nasal thing gets really tiring after a while, but there's a couple of joints on there.
Yeah, it was almost like there are some artists from our youth that I would compare it to, as like he was like uh, the UK version of, Gerardo and Rico Suave, though way better than Rico Suave does, I think.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't. I mean, Return to the Mac wasn't corny in the way Rico Suave was. Like Rico Suave from Jump was obviously corny. Return to the Mac was I don't know, had kind of like a jam to it. I think people kind of liked it as a song before it kind of took on this life of its own as a
Mhm.
meme essentially.
Yeah, yeah. All right, my number 1 is gotta take it back to B.O.B., man. Nothin On
Nothing on
You
you. Wow.
is that is if I wanna get reminiscent, like, about that time frame, that's the song for me. And, like, look, there's gonna be some people who kind of disqualify anything B.O.B. related. I will just plead naivete because I don't really know what he's been. I'm sure he's done, I think he even had some issues maybe with substances or whatever. I don't his some of the things that he said have been awful, and it is what it is, but I don't follow him in that way. I kind of stick to to this time frame, and I love that song. When that song
I
was out, that made me go like, B.O.B. and Bruno Mars, they are going to have staying power, and one of them did,
yeah,
the
you
other
were
one
happy.
didn't. I was 50%, but I just B.O.B., if we could just redo his career again and keep him off of the crazy pills, I think he would have been something, but hey, them are the breaks, man.
Yeah, man. I'm actually reading uh some stuff about him, and he's just like he's a fucking Looney Tune.
Yeah.
Um, oops, said the F word. But but that song is still a heater.
Yeah, it's
So
great.
Yeah.
And it's just, again, going back to that time frame, it can put me in that place where, I will say, like, 2010s, 2015, 2020s, music is not really gonna take me back to those places, but that song can take me back to that
Do it.
time frame, and I go, "Okay,
Right on.
this is one of them." So,
Right on.
all right, man. So,
We did
we
it.
we got it. We got it done, and we'll, if we were able to do so, I would play everyone out of this episode with Versace on the floor, but unfortunately, unfortunately not. We cannot. So, we'll get
We don't want copyright strikes.
we'll get sued just like Bruno from Uptown Funk.
Mm,
So all right, that's it from here. For Mike, I am Double G. We will see you when we see you. Peace out.
peace.